welcome back to the channel. Yeah, I know it's been a minute. Saturday morning, got back to Texas about a week ago. A lot of stuff going on with my mom passing away, and then I get back to work and find that my job has drastically changed, and I'm not even going to talk about that. I'll save that for another video. But yeah, I got the bug home. The bug over here. That thing was having issues right before I left to go back east for Mom's funeral. So I got it back here. I got to tinker around with that. I think it's either fuel pressure regulator or something's going on with the thing. It like barely runs, but I limped it home from work. Betsy's over there, dead battery. Dusty's over here, haven't started in a couple weeks. And then back here to Turbo 400. That's what I'm going to talk about today. But first I got to get a bunch of stuff moved around. So I'm going to move a bunch of cars, get stuff out of the way, and then we'll hit it. Sorry for the darkness here. I don't know what's going on with the lighting. But yeah, be right back, and we'll get this stuff taken care of. But for right now, I'm going to move this junk out of the way. So stay tuned. Dusty's warming up over there, and today we're going to talk about the Turbo 400. So what I want to do is, if we can get this in the picture here, this is a bolt-on, camera's doing weird stuff today, bolt-on yoke for the Turbo 400, mostly used on truck applications where they had a carrier bearing two-piece drive shaft with a slip joint in the middle. But I'm going to convert this for use in Stewie, so I'm going to convert it to a slip yoke. So we'll be right back with that, and then I'll get set up and we'll take the tail shaft off. I'll show you what you need to do. So, all right, so I got set up over here, and I did find out, hold on one second, let me flip this bad boy around. So I did find out that, yeah, the fluid in this transmission doesn't look bad, because I'm an idiot and I tilted it up to try and get this tire out from under it. And yeah, so now I have a mess to clean up on the garage floor and whatever. Okay, so again, bolted on yoke, most common in heavy duty applications where, you know, the sliding and the the slip yoke is handled through a carrier bearing and slip yoke. I'll post a picture here in the video when I do edit it. But one of the first things you got to do here is go ahead and take that bolt out. Let's see if we can do this without running it in there. I've got my high dollar tire here to keep everything jacked up in the right position. So let me see if I can get a good shot of this. Go ahead and blast it off. All right. Once you get that off, then you can take the yoke off. And the yoke, you can see it's a lot shorter than a standard car yoke. I think you could probably still use this, but one of the things you're going to run into is you see how the end of this yoke is open. Like most car yokes are closed. The reason this one is open, obviously, is because we have to have provisions to put the bolt in, but also when we tear this tail housing apart, you're going to see there's an O-ring in there, right? These splines have to stay lubricated, and if we didn't have an O-ring in there, then all this fluid could potentially come out the end of it. So what we're going to do to convert this to a regular slip joint type is remove the O-ring. So I have to remove this tail shaft housing and remove the O-ring. I did take this off once, so the first time I took it off, had to hit it with a hammer to get it out of there because the O-ring was holding it in place. But go ahead and pull this tail shaft housing off, and then we'll take a look at that. All right, it's that simple. Hopefully that all got caught on camera, but there's your O-ring right there. Okay, here's your speedo gear, all right, and then your O-ring. And these tail shafts come in varying lengths, right, depending on what the application is. This most likely came out of a truck because of the fixed yoke. So all I'm going to do is grab a pick. Let me see if I can grab a pick real quick. this should work. See if I can just hook this thing. Again, I'm doing this one-handed, so. And this O-ring's a little shitty. All right, I'm gonna set this bad boy down. Try a different pick here. And this O-ring is really hard for some reason. All right, well, it broke, but that's it right there. Now, the slip yoke can slide all the way on there, and that O-ring's not going to hold it. All right, before the O-ring would hold it right inside that recess. Right, so now this thing can slide. Like I said, I could probably weld a cap over the end of this thing and use it, but I'm just going to go out and buy a commercially available car yoke. This one's probably still good. If somebody I know needs it, I'll give it to them. But yeah, so that's it. So then just make sure your gasket's okay. Again, I'm probably going to replace this gasket. And you put the tail shaft housing back on. If you're doing this, make sure you check a few things. Check your bushing in there, right? There's a bushing down inside this tail shaft housing. Make sure that thing's in good shape, right? Make sure the housing itself is not cracked or anything. And then change your seal, right? For right now, I'm just gonna put it back the way it was, because we're going to use this to mock up Stewie. This may not even be the transmission I use. I may just go buy transmission, but trying to keep the budget down. So yeah. So that's pretty much it for that. And we'll yeah, I'm going to try and get some more videos out. I'm going to be 100% honest with everybody. I've been pretty unmotivated about doing it. I really need to get going on this because, you know, one of these days I want to get the car done. So I need to get the transmission ready to go in. I need to get a bunch of other stuff done around here. I need to mess with Dusty, with Betsy, with the Beetle. Like, I got like piles of stuff to do. But yeah, it's just been kind of demotivating. Did manage to grab about 50 more subscribers, so I'm happy with that. I guess there's some new hype button. I haven't seen it, but if you know, if you're watching the video, you know, like, subscribe, hit the hype button, hit the bell, hit all that stuff. I don't care if you buy merch from me. If you want to, the link's in the description on the page. But some cool stuff. I'm always working on new merch. Some related to the shop, some not. So there's some really goofy T-shirts that I've been working on lately. Some animal themed ones are kind of funny, but yeah, that's probably it for now. I don't like to keep these videos too super long because people's attention spans are really short, and you know, I know like people got better things to do to watch my videos. But if there's something you need to see, you want to see a how-to or anything, throw it in there. I'll do it for you. Yeah, I have no problem posting videos of whatever you guys want to see. Yeah. Sorry, it's just it's been a minute, and it's been a long, kind of rough couple weeks. So bear with me. We're going to get back to doing what we do best. That's the way it should be, and life goes on, and you know, we just need to trudge forward. So thanks for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit the bell, hit the hype if you're there. Do all those good things.